Hello, Carly. Do you have a moment?
Oh, good evening, Helen. Mom. Is there something I can help you with?
This Sunday I'm having some friends over for a little tea party, 4 of us to be exact. I was hoping you would bake some homemade cookies and a cake for us. And, of course, I will want you to help out serving and whatnot.
I'm so sorry. I'm busy on that day.
Huh? You can't get over here?
I already made plans on that day. A bit hard for me to make it over there.
Oh, really? I provided this opportunity for my daughter-in-law to showcase her cooking skills. Thought it would be a great way to leave a good impression on my friends. I went out of my way to provide you with this opportunity and you reject it? That's why everyone says you're inconsiderate daughter-in-law.
You seem to be the only one calling me an inconsiderate daughter-in-law.
How could you say such a disrespectful thing to your mother-in-law? I also experienced being a daughter-in-law, therefore I know when you're being inconsiderate. Even if no one else is saying it. If I'm saying you're inconsiderate daughter-in-law, well, it's the same as if everyone is saying it.
I see.
I'm giving you a chance here to redeem yourself, make a good impression. I simply cannot believe your behavior.
Like I said, I already made plans for this Sunday.
Then simply reschedule.
I'm really sorry. I wish I could, but I just can't. That day is...
What are you saying?
You didn't forget, did you?
I never forget things, unlike you. Don't treat me like I'm going senile or something.
Please, I'm not implying such a thing. So do you still want me to change my schedule?
Oh, just forget it. If you're so reluctant, don't come. Besides, you get here with that attitude and serve my friends. I'll be the one that will end up embarrassed. But I still want you to make the cookies and cake.
I'm really sorry, but I don't have the time for that either.
Just bring it to the house on Sunday morning.
You're not hearing me. I can't do it.
Okay, I'll be waiting for those delicious cookies.
I'll say it again. No is no. Helen, Mom, can we talk? It seems you entered the house while Frank and I were out. Can I ask what you were up to?
Hello, Carly. By the looks of it, you somehow managed to make that cake I requested. Thought you were busy.
Huh? What are you saying?
You didn't bring it over, so I went there to reprimand you, but then I saw that you did indeed prepare something. That cake was more than enough for my guest. So I will forgive you just this time.
Like I said, what are you saying?
Oh, yes, that reminds me. All the food on the table. I threw it out. What was all that? Little finger sandwiches, canapes, little bits of chicken? So that's how you cook dinner, is it? Just pile it up on one big plate like some community plate. Disgusting. You really should learn to cook and prepare food properly. Plates, bowls, butter plates. There is an art to serving food, you know. Kids won't learn proper etiquette if you serve food on one big plate like it's party food.
Well, at least bring back the cake.
Oh my god, how time flies. My friends will be arriving soon.
Please, Helen, Mom, please bring the cake back. Please. I made that for today. It's a special occasion.
Yes, that's exactly right. Thank you so much for the cake.
I can't believe you're doing this knowing full well what today is.
Oh, my friends have arrived. Sorry, I won't be able to return your line messages.
Mom, please.
Carly, what was all that today? How dare you come to my place and shout into the intercom? If you want that cake so bad, go buy one down the street. All of my friends were shocked. You yelling for your cake back. I was so humiliated. Answer me. Say something.
The messages alerts were getting on my nerves, so it's you. Mom, what do you want now?
Getting on your nerves, huh?
You locked the door, ignored my pleas, and enjoyed the cake with your friends. Well, you seem to have a problem with your attitude. That's not my problem.
What did you just say? How dare you talk to your mother-in-law like that? My son will hear of this.
Helen, you know perfectly well what day today is. And you do this? So you hate your daughter-in-law, but do you also hate your grandson?
Huh?
You just completely ruined your grandson's birthday party.
Huh? Birthday?
That's right. It's your grandson Christopher's birthday today.
Wait 1 second. Christopher's birthday? Today?
What? Are you serious? You had no idea?
His birthday. It was today?
That's right. It was his 7th birthday today. Happy birthday was written on the cake. Or did you not see that?
I didn't notice it.
Huh? But you said you never forget such things. What was that all about?
I thought you were talking about your little get-together with friends.
Huh? Seriously?
You know, you meet once a month, right?
That was when he was in kindergarten. I don't meet with those moms anymore. Besides, I told you about Christopher's birthday party many times. I told you that I was inviting friends and Christopher's kindergarten friends today. I also said not to make any last-minute requests because I was busy preparing for the party. Really? I don't really recall. Your husband was there too, so I'm sure he remembers.
Oh, I see. Well, then. Why didn't you mention it when I was talking about having that tea party with my friends? If you had just simply mentioned that, well, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Every time I try to tell you something, you always cut me off. You get upset for interrupting. Then you turn around and spread rumors about me, making me look like some kind of monster.
What?
Helen, Mom, I'm really sick of this. I just wish you would stop giving me a hard time.
I never.
The main problem seems to be that you never really listen to what I have to say. Every time I try to explain something to you, you always brush me off. I sent you a line message on numerous occasions, but again, you would just turn your nose up at it, not even see it.
I never did that.
Oh, yes, you did. In fact, about 6 months ago, I told you in advance that we would be gone for 2 days to visit my folks, but you, as always, ignored her message and came right over. Thinking we were there, you started shouting in the intercom and ringing the doorbell over and over again. You made such a racket that the neighbors got worried and called my folks. I was so humiliated.
No use dredging all that up. What's past is past.
It was not only that. When Christopher and I came down with the flu, I asked you not to come over for at least a week, but there you were banging on the door, shouting into the intercom. I'm sure you remember we were endlessly going back and forth on the intercom. You probably don't even care, but I had a severe fever and could hardly stand up. What's more, Christopher had finally fallen asleep after tossing and turning all night. Because of your non-stop bell ringing and door banging, Christopher was in bad shape. If your husband hadn't come and got you, Christopher's fever would have worsened. I can never forgive you for that.
Well, that was because...
And there's one more thing I want to add. You didn't attend Christopher's birthday party last year either, am I right?
Huh?
Such a waste. I invited you way in advance. A friend apparently called you on that day and you went shopping, as I recall. But your husband showed up. Actually, we were all befuddled by your actions. That's why we decided not to invite you, but I never figured you'd steal Christopher's cake and dump all the party dishes into the trash. Unbelievable.
I simply just forgot. You can't fault me for being a little careless.
But I have to say, this really takes the cake, literally.
Huh?
You don't seem to repent. Think about what you did. You stole Christopher's birthday cake. You dumped all the party dishes into the trash. As a result, we had to cancel the entire party and send everyone home. But fortunately, everyone was very understanding and we were able to postpone the party until next week. Do you realize how much damage you caused? Do you realize how much Christopher cried?
Come on, you're being overdramatic. Besides, in situations like this, you should have been more resourceful.
Resourceful?
Yes, you could have just gone out and bought everything you needed. And there is Uber. I do know that the supermarket is right nearby and the bakery down the street was still open. If you're a mother, you have to be resourceful in order to overcome any kind of obstacle, such as today. That's your problem. You don't have the adequate resources to be a good mom.
Wow, I really don't have the energy to like you today.
Huh?
You do know that Christopher is allergic to wheat flour.
Huh?
Yes, a couple of other kids we invited are also allergic to flour. That's why I prepared the cake and cookies using rice flour rather than wheat. But that was all kaput, thanks to yours truly. You say, just go buy it at the supermarket. Well, it's not that simple.
Allergy? Christopher is allergic to wheat?
Huh? Are you being serious? You weren't even aware of it? This is a serious matter, you know?
Well, I was.
So whenever Christopher went to visit your house, he never ate any wheat-related foods. What did you think?
I just thought your bad attitude just rubbed off on him.
Am I hearing you right? I really don't understand why you enjoy giving me a hard time, but I'm sure your son explained Christopher's allergy problem on numerous occasions. How could he be so oblivious to such a serious issue? Christopher's life may have been at stake here. To be honest, I never want to see your face again. My husband was also following this conversation. He was so angry that he stormed over there and gave my mother-in-law a real dressing down. And she finally confessed to all the pestering and the atrocities treatment of me. It turns out she took credit for making the cake, and as for me, of course, she depicted me as some kind of monster that never cooked or took care of the family, much less her child. But fortunately, such lies don't get very far. People who know me quickly refuted such blatant lies. She couldn't handle all the whispering and rumors about her that she decided to move away, to a relative's place way out in the country. And her husband seemed to come to his wits' end too. This incident seemed to be the last straw for him. Apparently, he finally submitted papers for divorce.